looking at landscapes. There are two kinds of painting, portraits and still lifes. Now let's learn about another special kind of painting called a landscape. The most important thing in a landscape is the scenery, which includes the land, the trees, and the sky. A painter can put people in a landscape, but they are not the main focus of the painting. When you look at a landscape painting, try to notice the weather, season, location, and time of day. This painting by the American artist Thomas Cole has a very long name, but it's usually called the oxbow. An oxbow is a U-shaped collar placed around the neck of an ox so that it can be hitched to a plough. Can you find something U-shaped in this scene? Did you see the bend in the Connecticut River? You could almost divide this painting in two parts. One part shows the landscape close up, the other shows the landscape far away. Look at the left side of the painting, which shows the close-up part of the landscape. What is the weather like here? Do you see the broken tree trunk? What do you think might have happened to this tree? Now look at the faraway landscape on the right side of the painting. What is the weather like? This painting shows two very different views of nature. On the left, close to us, nature is dark and wild, but on the right, nature looks bright and peaceful. Now that you've looked carefully at the weather in this painting, its real name won't surprise you. It's called View of Mount Holyoke, Northampton, Massachusetts, after a thunderstorm. Did you notice a person in this painting? The picture is much smaller than the real painting, so it may be hard to find him. Look near the bottom, a little to the right of the center. Who is it? An artist. Why, it must be Thomas Cole painting a landscape. But in this painting, it's easy to tell that the landscape is more important than the person. Now let's look at a landscape by the Spanish artist called El Greco. This picture, View of Toledo, shows us the city of Toledo in Spain, where the artist lived 400 years ago. Can you point out a river, a bridge, and many buildings? What is the weather like? What time of day do you think the artist is showing? It might be daytime with the sky darkened by a thunderstorm, or maybe it's nighttime with moonlight breaking through storm clouds. Either way, the sky casts a spooky light over the whole scene. What kind of mood or feeling do you have when you see this painting? Is it the kind of picture you would want to use on a poster saying, "For your next vacation, visit Toledo"? Landscapes don't have to be of real places. They can also be of places you imagine. The French artist Henri Rousseau never visited a tropical jungle, but he did many paintings like this one called Virgin Forest. Rousseau learned about jungle plants and animals like monkeys and lions from encyclopedias, science books, and visits to the zoo, but he did not try to copy them in a lifelike way. Look at the plants here. Rousseau painted many plants and made them very big. Does this landscape look like a place you would want to visit? Before you answer, did you notice the man wrestling with a jaguar? Rousseau's colourful dreamlike jungle is beautiful, but it is also dangerous. Look at the painting called The Starry Night by the Dutch artist Vincent van Gogh. What do you notice first about the painting? What do you see in the bottom half of the painting? What do you see in the top half? Van Gogh's sky is full of circles. Use your finger to follow some of the curving lines that Van Gogh painted in the sky. The sky seems to be moving and swirling around, while the town below is calm and still. Van Gogh applied the paint in bold, thick strokes. Even though this is just a picture of the painting, you can almost feel its rough texture.